Are you tired of constantly chasing after someone who never values you? Are you exhausted from trying to please someone who always demands more, no matter how much you've already given? If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you might be familiar with being manipulated, belittled, and abandoned. But what happens when you decide to stop? When you no longer chase their approval? In this video, we will explore the unexpected, positive, and sometimes difficult changes you may experience when you finally break free from the toxic cycle of a narcissist. Let's dive in together. They will chase after you and not give up on manipulating you once again. A relationship with a narcissist is like a carefully orchestrated play, an opening scene full of dazzling fireworks, only to fade away quickly. They are love predators, obsessed with conquest, but quickly lose interest in their spoils. About 6 months, that's usually the lifespan of the perfect mask, when their true nature is revealed and they begin their next hunt. At first, you'll be overwhelmed by their charm, their sweet words and romantic gestures, but once they have you, they will quickly neglect you and turn to new sources of supply. When you realize their true face and try to escape, they will set traps to pull you back. It's hard to understand the mindset of narcissists. In their distorted worldview, they are always the center, the navel of the universe. They may believe their ego is inviolable and no one has the right to touch their warped self-belief. They cannot and do not want to understand the feelings of others. And when you don't give them the reactions they want, they become bitter, blaming you for all they have had to endure. The irony is, even after turning their back on you, they still won't let you go. They feel hurt because you aren't desperate, clinging to them. Understand this. In this case, they are chasing you not because they love you, but because they are greedy. They like to control, and they love to conquer. The more you struggle, the more they relish this tug-of-war game. Like a mouse enchanted by a cat, you're caught in a whirlpool of suffering, coming close and then pulling away, hot and cold. In their eyes, you're just an old, boring toy that still holds some value for them to exploit to satisfy their selfish ego. And they will never truly let you go as long as you allow yourself to remain trapped in their game of manipulation. They regret seeing you leave, but it's not the typical regret. It comes from selfishness. They regret losing a free servant, an ATM machine, someone who will fulfill their every demand at any time. That's the main reason they will use every trick in the book to try to keep you. Therefore, a narcissist will only completely let you go when you firmly and decisively close the door to your heart, leaving no cracks for them to slip through. A narcissist rarely truly lets go of someone, even when it seems like they've moved on to a new prey, a more attractive source. Deep in their dark soul, they still crave power and control over you. They want to know that you're still there, still waiting, still belonging to them, and will come back the moment they call your name. Only when you are truly free, truly happy, and completely indifferent to their presence will they accept letting go. Because at that point, you're no longer their puppet in their game. You've become an independent, strong individual who cannot be manipulated, and for the narcissist, nothing is more painful than losing control over you. At that moment, they will use every trick to try to pull you back once more. So, what exactly are those tricks? Stay tuned for the next video. They will find every way to step back into your life again. When you think you've escaped the spiral of manipulation, when the emotional wounds have begun to fade, one day they appear like a ghost from the past. An email full of heartfelt words, a call from an unknown number with a pleading voice, begging to meet. They show up with the guise of repentance, just to explain, to apologize. Too late. But don't be fooled. It's all just a finely crafted play, a sweet trap set to lure you back. Their goal? To awaken old memories, to stir your compassion, and reignite the flame of hope that had grown cold inside you. And sadly, even the strongest individuals, the ones who once confidently declared themselves immune to narcissists, can fall victim. They go to the meeting with an open heart, ready to listen, to forgive, only to realize that they are just like a moth to the flame, once again caught in the manipulation. They may also bait you with random texts, dull conversations, just to grab your attention, and it doesn't stop there. They are even more cunning. Using their knowledge of you, they will touch on sensitive topics, press on your Achilles heel. For instance, knowing you are an emotional person, they'll mention old, happy memories, places you used to go together, or, if they know you're worried about your job, they'll pretend to ask about it, offer advice, creating the illusion that they still care and understand you. It's all just cleverly disguised traps. How have you been? Is work going okay? You seem to have lost some weight. These seemingly caring questions are actually calculated moves to target your vulnerabilities, stir your emotions, and manipulate your psyche. Attack with love. This is the narcissist's masterstroke, a perfect play to deceive your emotions. They will rekindle the passionate phase from the beginning, like a slow-motion film full of enchantment, with sweet words, loving gestures, romantic actions. Everything is reenacted so vividly that you become lost in the illusion of true love, of a spectacular change. They'll whisper sweet words in your ear as if pouring honey into your heart. I can't live without you. We've shared so many beautiful memories. How could you forget? I know I was wrong. I really want to change. But stay alert. Don't let yourself be deceived by their carefully crafted lies, because behind the perfect facade lies their true goal, to pull you back into the spiral of manipulation, to continue the cycle of idealization, devaluation, discard that causes so much pain. Also, don't think that random encounters on the street, at the coffee shop, or even at church are just coincidental, because they are probably the sweet traps that the narcissist has carefully set for you. They quietly monitor your every move, know your schedule, and then stage fateful encounters, as if arranged by destiny. Every bright smile, every word of concern, every longing look, all of these are carefully calculated props in the play they're directing. Their goal? To stir up old memories, awaken emotions that seemed to have fallen asleep, and move your heart. And when they realize that their old tricks no longer work, when they know they can't waltz back into your life again, they will switch to a new, more cunning strategy, provoking you to stir up regret. They will provoke you. Narcissists always crave admiration and desire. Therefore, after leaving you, they won't hesitate to flaunt their new catch, a younger, more attractive supply, right in front of you. The goal? To hurt you, provoke jealousy, make you feel replaced, and drown you in a sense of defeat. They want to prove that you no longer matter, that they can easily find someone else to fill the void and satisfy their enormous ego. But what's the truth? This show-off behavior is not just about putting you down. It's also a way for them to convince themselves that they still have control, that they are still alluring and desirable. In reality, they are still dependent. The only difference is the new target. Suddenly, their social media profiles turn into a dazzling stage for a love performance where they enthusiastically play a happiness drama with their new co-star. Every sparkling photo, every sweet status update is meticulously staged, down to the smallest detail, as a proud declaration to you. See, I'm doing great. I am even better off without you. They show off everything. Lavish trips, expensive gifts, passionate love declarations, all things that should have been shared with you. Every moment of happiness they display feels like a sharp knife thrust into your heart, making you doubt yourself, asking, "Did I do something wrong? Am I not worthy?" And then the final blow comes. They get engaged or married to someone new just a short time after parting with you. It's a painful slap to your self-esteem, eh? A harsh confirmation that you were easily replaced, like an old object discarded without any care. But remember, it's all just a performance. They are trying to fill the emptiness in their soul with outward glitz, with the admiration of others. They are running away from themselves, from the deep wounds and insecurities inside. Stay alert. Don't be fooled by this perfect act. The more they try to prove their happiness, the more it reveals the inner suffering they're hiding, because true happiness doesn't need to be acted or boasted on social media. Step back and observe everything with an objective eye. Separate yourself from their narrative. You'll realize that behind the shiny photos and flowery words, there's an empty soul. A person desperately trying to fill the void within. They're acting for themselves, trying to lull themselves into the illusion of happiness. They will smear and threaten you. After failing to pull you back into their web, the narcissist will resort to a new, more malicious tactic, making you the villain in the eyes of everyone. They will cleverly use their army of pawns, mutual friends, family, colleagues, or anyone willing to listen, to spread distorted stories, portraying themselves as the innocent victim and you as the betrayer, the heartless one. Their aim is not just to tarnish your reputation or harm you emotionally. They want to manipulate the minds of those audiences, turning them into allies, reinforcing their support, and isolating you completely. In psychology, this tactic is known as triangulation, a sophisticated manipulation technique using a third party to increase control and pressure the victim. Be cautious. Don't let their lies affect you. Trust yourself, trust the truth, and don't hesitate to speak up and protect yourself. They'll stop at nothing, even turning the secrets you once confided in them into weapons to turn against you. I know all your weaknesses. Try leaving me and you'll regret it. I'll expose the real you to the world. These malicious threats are like daggers to your mind, making you feel confused, scared, and disoriented. And they won't stop with words. They might act on their threats, breaking into your home, stalking you, sending threatening messages to you and your loved ones, all designed to sow fear, making you feel trapped and unsafe. This is not just psychological manipulation. It's severe emotional abuse, aimed at forcing you to submit and return to their control. In the face of these despicable actions, you must stay calm and never give in. Keep a record of every threat, message, or suspicious action. Don't hesitate to seek legal help from friends, family, or victim support organizations. Remember, your safety is paramount. Don't let the fear they instill break you. You are stronger than you think, and no one has the right to threaten or hurt you. Finally, after everything, the narcissist fears facing themselves. Behind the mask of confidence and arrogance that the narcissist always tries to project lies a truth they never want you to know: deep loneliness and emptiness. According to the research of renowned psychologist Heinz Kohut, one of the pioneers in studying narcissistic personality disorder, the narcissist's exaggerated behaviors and arrogant attitudes are actually ways they protect themselves from profound insecurity. Kohut called this the narcissistic shell, a defense mechanism built to hide their inner wounds and fear of rejection. The narcissist's life becomes a performance where they must always play the role of the winner, the best, superior to everyone else. But inside this shiny shell is a deep void of emotional deprivation, an insecurity that they themselves can't face. Another study by Dr. Craig Malkin, author of Rethinking Narcissism, confirmed that narcissists often rely on external validation and admiration to maintain their self-worth. They cannot create joy or fulfillment from within. Instead, they seek gratification from external sources, from admiration, from validation, or even from the pain they cause others. For the narcissist, manipulating and hurting others is like a temporary fix that soothes their narcissistic thirst. But this satisfaction is never lasting, and they are forced to repeat these behaviors, creating a never-ending cycle. An outsider, observing the narcissist's behavior, can easily see the contradiction. Outwardly, they seem strong and confident, but inside they are a fragile, unstable soul. This observer might notice the recurring roles that the narcissist plays, sometimes the helpless victim to evoke sympathy, other times the tyrant trying to gain control. But no matter what role they take, all of it serves one purpose: to protect their fragile ego and avoid confronting their inner emptiness. The worst thing for the narcissist is to face themselves, their weaknesses, mistakes, and deficiencies that they cannot accept. Therefore, instead of taking responsibility and improving, they find ways to blame others. This is how they maintain the illusion that they are not the problem, that all their pain and dissatisfaction are caused by others. Blame becomes a crucial weapon to protect their fragile ego, but at the same time it's a barrier that prevents them from growing or changing. Psychologists have pointed out that the narcissist's manipulative, ruthless, and sometimes cruel behaviors are the result of a mind trapped in fear and deep loneliness. According to Kohut, when a narcissist hurts someone else, they are actually projecting their own pain onto the other person, though they are unaware of it. Malkin calls it self-destructive narcissism, where every aggressive act is a way of hurting themselves, even though they don't realize it. So, when the narcissist, the one who once stirred storms in your heart, returns knocking at your soul's door, will you open it to welcome them, or will you bravely close the door on the past? Remember, you owe them nothing. Their return is not a sign of true love or deep regret. It's just a strategy to regain control and satisfy their ego. Sweet words, empty promises, or a remorseful appearance are just a facade hiding their selfishness. Don't let yourself be deceived. Set clear boundaries and firmly protect yourself from the psychological games they may try to play. You have the right to love yourself, and that means rejecting anyone who has ever hurt you. Remember the pain they caused, the times they trampled on your feelings, the times they lied to you without remorse. Do you want to return to that toxic cycle, or will you be strong enough to break free and move toward a better life? Let go of the false hope that they will change, because instead of waiting for change from others, you can create change for yourself. Focus on healing, building happiness, and finding healthy relationships where you are valued and loved genuinely. True love is not one-sided sacrifice. It's where both parties support and grow together. Finally, don't let the narcissist steal your chance to find true happiness. Be strong, be resolute, and recognize that you deserve a life full of joy, freedom, and love. Your future is in your hands, and you have every right to decide that no one will ever hurt you again. The journey to break free from the grip of a narcissist is not easy, but believe that you are strong enough to overcome it. Stopping the chase is the first and most important step to reclaiming your own life. When you stop chasing them, you will gradually recognize your own worth and discover the hidden strength within yourself. You will learn to love yourself, appreciate those who genuinely care for you, and build healthy relationships filled with love and respect. Remember, you deserve to be happy. Never let anyone, not even a narcissist, take away your right to live authentically. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to support future videos. And don't forget, if you're struggling in a relationship with a narcissist, seek help from trusted friends or mental health professionals. You are not alone on this journey.